Hi everyone, I'm finally doing my first tutorial, and actually I filmed everything how I created this album, but I don't know, my camera didn't film one part of it, so I have to redo this. You all have seen or have not seen maybe how this mini album is constructed, and we are going to do or recreate this one in some short, simple steps. I just wrote down some measurements for one page, or for the base page and the flaps. We need two cardstock pieces, and here I just wrote down where we are going to cut and where we're going to score. And I'm trying to leave a link or something where you can download this the sizes, the measurements, and we are going to go ahead and recreate this one with 4 pages. So let's start real quick. These are the cardstock colors we are using. I want to create a colorful one this time, and let's just start. So for the first part of it, we need our base page where we can actually attach later to the binding, and for that we need a piece that is 12 by 7 inch. So let's cut this real quick. Okay, for the next part we need our flaps, and those are 4 by 5, and this is what comes out when you cut the 12 by 7. So 4 by 5 and another 4 by 5 piece. And then we will have one 4 by 5 piece over. We can maybe use this later as a photo mat or something. And then we also need, for the up and down flaps, 2 pieces that are 7 by 6. So let's go ahead and cut this at 7 inch and then again by 6. And for the pockets of the flaps, we also need a piece that is, let me think, 2 by 6. So (2" and this is the rest, or the strap we'll have over, and then again 6 inch. So this is going to be our page. Now let's create this one. First we're going to take the big part, and we are going to score this. Where's my score? Where's my bone folder? Oh, there it is. Okay, we are going to score at 5 inch and at 10 inch. 5 and 10. So this is going to be our base page. We need to create the whole page. Just make sure this is folded down nice, and when everything fits, we are going to glue this together. So this is the part that we are going to glue. And I normally just go around the outer line. That should be enough glue. So just glue it down. And I normally run over the corner, so the glue that's on the outer part comes out a little bit so you can make sure that there is glue everywhere. And there we go. Let's see real quick. Just go over every part, and now we can start creating our page. So for the next part, we are adding our flaps, the ones that go up and down. So let's put this to the side, and we will need our pieces that are 7 by 6 inch. See, this is 7 by 6. So we need to lay the shorter side up. See the 6 inch side, and we're going to go ahead and score at 5 inch. Fold this and just go over with your bone folder to make sure everything lays flat. Then the next one, again, the shorter side up and score at 5 inch. And again, we're going to score. So for the next part, I find it more easier to glue down the flap when you can cut out some small triangles. So you'll make sure that you won't see anything from the flap when you glue it down. And we'll do this on both pieces we created. Just a small piece, doesn't have to be big. So there we go. Next we are gluing these down, and they're going to be here and here. So again, we need some glue, and just put glue on the outer side of the flap, not the whole entire thing. That would be too much. So, and then just go ahead and glue this down and make sure that you are on the page perfectly. So there we go. And again, then just go over the part where the glue is, so the glue is properly on all parts of the page. There we go. And then just open up to make sure that the page is not sticking together. Okay. So for the part where you later map or pages, you'll see that you won't be able to see the attached flap that much, and that's what we're going for. Now the next flap, just go ahead and add your glue. And then again attach to the page. And for this part, we have to make sure that it closes properly, so just go ahead and put the other flap over in order to see if everything is perfect. And when you added it correctly, there you go. Just again run over the corners so everything glues down perfectly. Open up to make sure it's not sticking together. And all excess, you will just remove with your finger. So, there we go. The first part of our page is finished. And now we're going to go ahead and attach the flaps that open to the right and the left. And those are also pocket pages. So now we need the part that's 4 by 5 inch. And we are going to go and score at 3.5 inch. 3.5, and fold over, just go over it with your bone folder, and then again 3.5. here we go. Now we have our flaps, and we are going to attach those to the page like this. And again, just go ahead and cut out little triangles in order to make it look more nice, so you won't be able to see the attached flap. Excuse the lighting. I don't know, today is not the best day to film, but I won't be able to do it during the week, so again, attach the glue to the flap, outer part. And then we are going to attach the part to the page. Make sure everything's straight. And being correctly in the measurements and stuff is so important to be sure that your project will look perfectly afterwards. Computer neck flap, just hold it against this one and check out if everything's okay. And when everything's perfect, oh, I messed up a little bit. Let me see. I glued it too far away from the page. Let me see real quick. I have to redo this one. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. So maybe we'll just go ahead and hold this one next to this one and then be sure that everything fits. A little bit harder. Oh, there you go. So see, you can correct stuff. Wasn't too bad. And now again, let's see if this fits. Yeah, there we go. And some glue. Just go and add, and be sure everything opens and closes perfect. See, there we go. There we go. So this is the part that opens up and down, and when you flip over, this is the part that opens to the left and the right. And now we are going to attach our little pockets. Put this to the side real quick. And now we have our parts that are 2 by 6 inch. And we are going to score this one at 1 inch and 3/4 of a quarter. Oh my gosh, how do you say it in English? 1 3/4 inch. Yeah, there we go. And then just go ahead and score at 5.5. And then I just go ahead and turn it around and score at 5.5 again. And do this to the next part also. And at 5.5. And 5.5. And then just go ahead and cut out these small squares that came out. So it's easier to fold everything later. There we go. Next we are preparing our little pocket. There we go. And we are going to glue these parts on here. So you don't have to do the next part, but I prefer to cut out a piece of here as well, so you won't see that when you put anything into your pocket. And to make it more easy to add to the pocket, I usually go ahead and put some glue just on the flat piece down here. And then glue this down so you won't have any problems putting the pocket on your page later. So there we go. And again on this part, so to make it easier to put anything in your pocket later, I would go ahead and glue the down part on top of the side parts, so that's easier as well. Because sometimes you have the problem that you won't get anything to the pocket. This part is blocking the entrance. So now we are going to glue our flaps on this part. Make sure to glue real next to the pocket or the outer line. And when we create a pocket like this, we don't have a problem adding or designing paper afterwards. So this is basically how I create every single page. I am no friend of creating the cover and adding all the pages first and then create the pages. I just go ahead and do every single page for itself, and it's much easier to add them afterwards. And you can still decide on how bulky and how many pages you are going to add to your mini album. And when you create the cover first, you're not able to do that. So there we go. And now we can add our design paper on every single page. And this is finished. So afterwards, when we are finishing all pages, we just go ahead and push this over our binding. And since you saw one page, I don't think we have to do every single one. So just going to do the rest pages off camera. So now we are adding or creating our hinge, and here are the 4 finished pages. I think this is a quite nice combination of colors, and we need our hinge to be as high as our page, and I decided to take white paper and So our page is 5 high, and we are going to cut this piece at 5 inch. So there we go, and it's 12 wide. And I am not planning on adding too much bulky embellishments, so it should be okay if we just take a 1/2 inch as a gusset, and that should be enough, so you could be able to add lots of pictures and even that. Let me show you. See, this one was 5/8 of an inch, and it still is a little bit falling to, again, how to say, it's not totally straight, so there's still room for more stuff. But see all the big embellishments that I added to the page, so we could probably do even less than 1/2 inch. Yeah, let's do less. So for the beginning piece, I normally score at 1.5 inch. And because we are using the Hidden Hinge Plus binding system, we have to double create every part the actual page is attached to. I'm not sure if you know what I'm meaning, but you will see. So we'll score at 2, 2.5, 3, and 3.5. So this is one part of the connecting piece, and we are leaving 3/8 of an inch space in between the pages. So there we go. So now we have to score every 1/2 inch again. So this would be 1/2 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. Then again 3/8 of an inch, 2, 3, there we go. And then again 1/2 inch, 2, 3, 4, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and again 1/2 inch. So let me see how many pages we have. 1, space between, 2, space between, 3, and then again, oh no, we have 4 pages, sorry. Okay, again 3/8 of an inch, 4, 1/2 inch again, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch, and then we'll need 1.5 inch, but it's not really 1.5. It's a little bit less than that, but that's okay. So this is going to be our hinge. Now we have to go ahead and fold everything, and I normally fold it the way it's supposed to be at the end. So since one hinge part is out of 2 parts we scored, just go ahead and fold everything every way, and this is how it's supposed to work later. So just go ahead and fold everything correctly. So after we did this, we have to go ahead and glue everything together. And as you can see, this is not going to be as big as my other mini. The space between is not as large. So this is a normal size of space you should leave between if you're just planning on adding pictures and not too many bulky embellishments. And you even have enough space to go ahead and mat every page and add your pictures. So now we are going to glue this together. And for this part, we'll really need a lot of glue. So not just on the outer corner, go ahead and put glue all over the flat parts that we created. And make sure everything's glued together properly. So go over it with your bone folder. We have the third part, and now the last part. And it actually just took me like an hour to create the pages. And I think you can finish a project as this one in a half a day. Or that's the amount of time I would need to finish one like this. Adding the pictures later probably will take longer than creating the actual mini album. So this is my hinge, and just make sure it bends to every side. And now we are cutting our cover. So for that we need, I normally use this chipboard. The page size is the same, so we are going to have a cover that's slightly bigger. So I'm taking 5.5 inch high and 8 inch wide, and I still have some rest pieces or leftover pieces, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut this at 5.5. Oh, this is already 5.5, so I'll cut this at 8 inch. There we go. And I normally just go ahead and do this a little bit wider. So let me see real quick. We have our hinge that is 1 1/4. So I would go ahead and make it 1 1/4. Let me think. 2. No, not really 2. 1 1/4. Okay, let's make it 2 inch. 2. So yeah, that should be a good size. And still enough space between. And then we need another part that will be 5.5 high. And again, 8 inch wide. So this is this is going to be our cover. So let's put this to the side quick, and yeah, this is how big it's going to be. And when we lay our page down, you can see there's still enough space in the upper part. And since we have the double hinge system, we need some more space here so we can actually add the page inside the cover and without showing. So set this to the side real quick because we have to glue two pieces of white cardstock together because we won't be able to fit this in. So just go ahead and let the whole piece overlap a little bit. There's no real size as you do this. And again, be sure to add enough glue. And yeah, there we go. Then just put the other part on this one. So there we go. And I like to use my scoreboard for this piece because you can make sure that it's laying perfectly flat. You just go ahead and push a little bit more over. So there we go. Yeah. And then just press down the part real nicely. So you can be sure that everything sticks together perfectly. And maybe just turn it around and do it on the other side as well. So there we go. And from here, we are adding our chipboard pieces. So we don't have any problems this not being straight later. I am just going ahead and using a normal pen and just drawing a line on the white paper. So this is where we're going to orientate ourselves, gluing down the chipboard piece. And let me see real quick. Yeah, there we go. Where did I put my glue? Oh, there it is. Okay. And here again, it's important that you add a lot of glue so we can be sure that our cover stays where it's supposed to stay. On this part, maybe you would like to use some sticky tape, but I always stick to my sticky glue, my liquid glue. So be sure everything sticks nicely on there. And here we have to leave two chipboard pieces space. So in order everything is able to bend nicely. And again here, add lots of glue. You can just go ahead and cut off a part of it because we don't need the back to be so big. So next we are going to score along our piece right here. and here. And along here. And now we are just doing the same as always, cutting out those little pieces so it's easier to glue everything together later. Okay, and now we're just gluing everything together. Here we go. Now we just bend these over and we are going to check if it's possible to close everything nicely. So there we go, just close good. And oh, it's a little bit heavier. Let's see if we can score. There we go. This one is a little bit harder, but it's not too bad. This is the part where we do together the pages, so sometimes it's a little harder to get just bend it, but everything's okay. So this is what the book looks like. Not too happy with the bending part of this one, but it's okay. And now we are going to add our spine inside. And let me see, I don't like this. Let's cut this off real quick. There we go. Okay, we're adding our spine in here. Just look so it's in the middle, and then we add our glue and place the spine inside. So now I've glued the hinge system on to the cover, and just wait a little bit until the glue dried, and then you can go and score, and then just try to close your cover again. So there we go. This is a little bit heavy, but I think that is going to be okay as well. So there we go. Not too bad. Okay, and now the fun part starts, where you can actually decorate your mini owl. So I would go ahead and just do this off camera, because this would take too long and see all the cutting and stuff. Normally everyone knows how to mat a page, so this is what I'm going to do off camera. And when I finished my matting, we are going to attach these parts to our album, and we're almost done then. So now we are finally adding our pages to our cover, and as you can see, I've just quickly decorated the pages. Nothing fancy in this part. You can do whatever you want to. Oopsie. And here. So this is what my pages look like, and we now are adding those to our spine. So in order to get this over here, or over the spine pieces, we are cutting out small triangles so we can push it over more easy. Doesn't have to be super clean, just cut off those edges. Oh. And I don't know if you can see, but I messed up a little bit here. It's a little bit dirty, but hopefully you can't see later. So, and now we're just putting these over, or let me see, over our hinge, like this. So, just add a little bit glue, not all the way down, because when you try to attach your page, you're going to push down the glue a little bit. So make sure to find the right hole and just push it over and let it lay flat, and look that everything's straight, and remove the glue that's coming out and just push this together. There we go. Added our first page. Nothing hard to this part. It's quite easy. So again, let's do this together. Oopsie. We're just supposed to glue together. And there you go. Again, let's see if it fits. If it fits, just let's glue this together. A little bit glue. And some more. There we go. And let's push it over again. So, and make sure it's flat. If we glue that excess, just wipe away with your fingers. This is a really fun, quick mini album. So I started at, I think, maybe 9 o'clock. And now it's 12 o'clock. So it only took me like 3 hours. So it's a real quick mini, maybe as a present for someone or something. Even maybe a last minute present. Depends on how fast you work. But normally you can do this in a half day, because the pages are all the same. So once you did one, you know how to do all of them, and really nothing to it. And yeah, for the part we created 4 pages. So if you would go ahead and want to create more, could even do double and only need 6 hours. So, and the last one. And since it's just 4 pages that we created, the mini will really lay flat, not as my other mini one. That one has 6 pages and is heavily embellished, but it's still quite laying flat. So I think you will have no problems with this one. So there we go. Added the last page. Make sure everything glues perfectly together. And see, this is how flat the album actually will look. So I've left a little space in between. Space to add lots of pictures. You maybe know how many pictures I have in the other one. So definitely are going to fit a lot of pictures in this mini. And now you just go ahead and cut your photo mats, and we're going to put those in these pockets. And the size I am cutting the mats are, let me think, 4.5 by 7 inch. So I'm going to do this off camera real quick. So now we're finally finished. Let's have a quick flip through since you already know what the album looks like. And I've just added black cardstock photo mats, and I am going to add washi tape and stuff afterwards and decorate everything. So just let's flip through everything real quick. And just as in my other mini like this, I left those pages simple because you go ahead and add your pictures and then decorate with the scraps you have left and stuff. See, so you can just go ahead and do this afterwards. Okay, so this is how I created this. And I really like the color of the cardstock I choose, and it reminds me a little bit of a rainbow, so I'm probably typing this mini album. That's my rainbow album. And yeah, this is what it looks like. It has 4 pages. We can add lots of pictures inside, and just as I said, it's a quick, fast mini to do. You can fit regular sized photos, and yeah, let me see, we needed from the colored cardstock each 2 pages of cardstock, so we needed 8 for the inside, and we needed 2 white ones to do the album cover, and I needed 2 black cardstock pages for the photo mats. Yeah, that's what you need, and I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if the tutorial is okay like this. And I am trying to do the different other tutorials I said I was doing, but I wanted to start with this one because it's a fast one and I don't have to do any cutting and stuff. Yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully you like it. If you do, please give me a thumb up, and see you next time. Bye!